Hello, wait, no. Hello. Hello. Do you know that I am not a hive mind? I'm not a hive mind, guys. I have unpopular opinions, and one of them is about podcasts. I don't like podcasts. I actually don't know why people like podcasts. Now why do I not like podcasts? Because of this shit. Alright, that's not a good reason. Just because I have a good amount of reasons. The first reason is they're too long. Like almost every single podcast episode is like an hour minimum. I've never seen, actually no, 30 minutes minimum. I've never seen a podcast under 30 minutes. And I should probably talk about what podcasts are first. I am rambling. I mean, that's what these videos are at this point. Who even watches these things? Nobody, to be honest. Anyways, let's talk about Let's talk about what podcasts are. Podcasts are a group of people, mostly internet celebrities, all talking about various topics for a long time. That's it. Yeah, it doesn't have the most compelling, idea, but a lot of people are into it. It's a very marketable business. There are podcasts everywhere. There's probably a McDonald's podcast that takes place when one of the drive-thru employees just records their conversations in McDonald's kitchen. I'd actually watch that podcast. I'd like to see them talk about Big Macs instead of weed or something. Because a lot of podcasts talk about weed. Like, I don't remember what they were called, but a lot of them just talk about weed and some dumb shit. It makes no sense. Yeah. So, there's also a Midnight Gospel thing, which is kind of a podcast but animated. It's a podcast. You actually think I watched it? I didn't watch it. So, what are you... Oh yeah, why don't I like podcasts? They're too long. Like, they're like 30 minutes minimum. Like, 30 minutes minimum, and they come out like almost every other day. With really long videos that come out almost every other day, that really makes you think about the quality you put into it. There's not much effort put into it. It's just a bunch of people talking, you know? Like, you don't need much effort to have a conversation unless you're introverted. Best joke I've ever made. Anyways, yeah. I don't imagine the people who make podcasts are introverts. So it's really easy to make, which is probably one reason why people make so much podcasts. With the other one being, you know, it's really marketable. There's a lot of customized, basically, yeah. What else was there to podcasts? Yeah, I actually don't give a shit. For way too long, it's just a conversation about something, like, number 2, internet celebrities, like, you know how, I don't like humans? I really don't like you guys. You fucking suck. Like, there's a lot of files, a lot of discriminatory behavior in the earth. One of the most popular channels talks about tragedies of people dying. Yeah, I really do not like you guys. I actually hate you a lot. Anyways, you can't just, like, a lot of podcasts have a group of internet celebrities and a guest internet celebrity. Like, what? Like, I don't know if you heard this, but having a bunch of internet celebrities have a conversation isn't interesting. Like, maybe if something else is happening with the internet celebrities, it might be interesting and entertaining. If it's just a bunch of internet celebrities sitting around, it doesn't make sense. Like, you heard of popular game Among Us? It's not milked at all. For some reason, people are collabing with each other, for money, obviously. A lot of popular YouTubers are collabing with each other, and I actually like watching those videos. I don't actually though, because not only is the Among Us game interesting, but it has a bunch of internet celebrities, and they're all talking amongst themselves. Like, imagine if there are like 10 YouTubers all like collabing together and talking with each other. but no Among Us gameplay, just them. Like, I don't imagine that I'd get as many views as Among Us, because Among Us is actually fun. Not so Fall Guys. But, you know, it's actually an interesting game. Coupled with the internet celebrities having conversations, it makes content that's marketable. What were you talking about? Oh yeah, podcast about trash. Yeah. So yeah, like, internet celebrities together isn't good content. I don't know who told you that. Like, I do like what? I do like Breakabot, I think, made a podcast. And the most recent episode had Belle Delphine. They also had Pyrocynical and PewDiePie on it, which, you know, is cool. I just like, whoa, wow, like, they have that guy in the podcast? Cool. Okay, let's watch something else. Like, I think their most recent episode had Belle Delphine in it, and I watched for like 3 minutes, skipped to 20-minute mark and left. Another thing is, there's no edits to put into it. And see, one of my favorite parts of YouTube videos is definitely the editing. If the editing is done right, it can easily tell me who the video is made for, and what type of video and channel I'm gonna be watching. If there's like really good cinematography, music, and all that stuff, it tells me I'm watching a high effort channel with hours of editing put into it, and I'm gonna want to watch it. If there's just a bunch of, I don't know, like Kevin McLeod on the background, green screen effects and all that stuff, I'm gonna be forced into the perception that I'm watching a kids channel, and I might watch it. No, I don't. But you know, the types of edits can tell me what, like, some. Okay, I need to get my thoughts into one place in one sentence and say that sentence. Edits can actually make me want to watch certain channels if they're good enough or used well enough that actually add to some entertainment. You know, there's a lot of edits in the world, and edits are probably one of the biggest, most useful parts of YouTube videos. If your YouTube videos don't have edits, I'm not gonna want to watch it. You know, it's more interesting with edits. It can actually add to the humor of the video, really help convey what the video is about and who it's for, and stuff like that. And, again, I already said this, but edits can actually make me want to watch. Edits can actually be the only reason I'm watching the channel, because of how good the edits are. Podcasts don't have edits, and I like edits. Podcasts don't have a thing I like. You see what I'm trying to say here? Yeah, there's also that, and it's just, yeah, like, again, I only watched the McDonald's podcast where a drive-thru employee records a conversation in the McDonald's kitchen about the rat that tried to sneak into the deep fryer and serve to a customer. You know, I would only watch that podcast, but, you know, even though I'm dragging on podcast for like 8 minutes and 36 seconds right now, one thing I would like to do is be in a podcast and have a conversation. You see, it's more fun to be a part of something than watch it. It's like watching a group of kids play together, but not playing with them. That's what podcasts are. You're watching internet celebrities talk about weed together, but you're not talking about weed with internet celebrities. You see this? You see my point here. I really hope you can see what I'm trying to convey here. If I was in a podcast, I'd probably, rather be in a podcast than watch a podcast. Like, I bet like half the people in half the special guests in podcasts, don't even watch the podcast they were in or read that episode. That's a bit rude, but I just don't like podcasts. I just don't like it. It's not entertaining. It's really long. And again, I'd rather be in a it's like watching, I already said that, Unless it's a McDonald's podcast. We really need a McDonald's podcast right now, guys. We really need that. And I think, that's all I'm gonna say. So yeah, later!